I am revealing a secret. I'm not only customer experience nerd, I'm also a total football or soccer nerd. And right now, during the World Cup, I see something fascinating. Millions of people, different countries, languages and cultures are all connected by one moment. One goal, one emotion and one shared experience. And every time I see that, I ask myself, how can football create something so special in seconds that many companies struggle to build for years? Real connection, real emotions and memories. Hold tight to that thought, because today we talk about exactly that. Why human connection inside your team determines the connection your customer will feel. In my program, Genuine Human Experience, I have one pillar, it's called Flow Culture. And in this pillar, I answer the uncomfortable question, why humans are built for connection and why we are more attracted to machines in order to feel good instead of building a human connection. 78% of employees say please and thank you to their AI tool. And that's not a technology trend, that's a leadership crisis hiding in plain sight. Hiding in plain sight. Let's talk about a little bit deeper here. For the first time in human history, people can turn to something other than a fellow human next to them for having a conversation and asking maybe for emotional support during their workday. That sentence we need to understand, not for chatbot, let's say FAQs, not for AI to ask for an automation steppings. No, people are turning to AI for the kind of support they used to get from a colleague, a friend, a manager. For example, career advices, emotional check-ins, even companionship. And Harvard just measured it. They say amongst 1,545 US people, workers, they answered 74% using AI for at least one form of social support, traditionally provided by colleagues. More than 50% say also they feel lonely at work, despite this growing reliance on AI. And only a small fraction said AI meaningfully reduced that loneliness. 78% say please and thank you to their AI. They are treating the machine like a peer, and the real humans, are becoming invisible. When I read this study, my first thought was not about the employees. My first thought was, also the employees, but also the customer. The customers, because if your team is lonely, if they are not happy, if they are not in flow, if the connection inside the organization is broken, what does the customer receive? Exactly the absence, exactly this emptiness. So why is this a customer experience problem? Most leaders treat internal culture and customer experience as two separate conversations. HR handles the team, customer experience handles the customer. Like the name says, two departments, two budgets, two strategies. That separation is the mistake. Because quality of connection, your team has with each other directly determines the quality of the connection your customer will feel. The team that feels lonely, disconnected, unseen cannot create that genuine connection for someone else. They will go through the motions. They will follow the script. But the warmth, the real presence will be absent. And the customer feels it instantly. What AI is replacing and what it cannot replace is this. AI is replacing the small moments, the hallway conversation, the coffee break check-in, the how was the weekend really, and also maybe waiting for the gesture in the face. The other day I saw a post from a friend, he's a psychologist, and he was saying, how many times we are saying only, how are you? Yeah, fine, and continue life and missing the chance basically to wait for that undertone. To say, actually, I have a problem. Actually, can I talk to you about something? And this is exactly what I mean here. And these moments are less and less and less. And these moments were never on the org chart, if you want to. Nobody measured them. Nobody designed them in a journey. But they were the connective tissue of every team culture. And now, slowly, quietly, people are replacing them with a prompt. Not because AI is better, because AI is available. AI does not judge, and AI does not gossip or say something maybe that I'm not prepared for. AI does not cancel the coffee break because something else came up. AI also, and here is my point, AI is a machine that does not care. And deep down, every human knows the difference. Flow culture is in GHX, the pillar number 5, and it assures team working with ease, trust, and momentum. And this pillar sits exactly between genuine leadership and human experience design. The inside-out sequence is clear. First, the leader develops, then the team connects, and then the customer feels it. You cannot skip the middle step. A leader who has done the inner work but leads in a disconnected team produces nothing the customer can feel. So in a team that replaces human connection with AI prompts, it is a team that has lost the muscle for genuine interaction. And they are maybe well trained in efficiency, but they have forgotten what it means to be present with each other. The research is clear what leaders need to do right now. AI adoption cannot be treated as purely a productivity initiative. Organizations must actively manage its social impact. Here is what it looks like in practice. 1, set boundaries for AI usage. Not every conversation belongs in a prompt. Career questions, emotional challenges, team dynamics, those need a human, a real one, with eyes and ears and, sometimes tears. 2, design systems that encourage human interaction. If AI removed the reason for the hallway conversation, you need to create a new reason. A daily team check-in, a shared lunch, a stopover, a meeting in presence, a question for the day. Not as a program, more as a habit. Stack that habit on top of another habit. And 3, use AI to facilitate connection, not replace it. AI can surface who on your team has not been recognized in 30 days. AI can be reminding you of colleagues' milestones, birthdays, anniversaries in the company. And AI can handle the logistics. Let AI agents create your team building activities, so you have time for the conversations about it, and maybe brainstorm and play around and maybe find innovative new ways of being together. That is the right sequence. AI can help you. AI for the task and human for the connection. Your team's connection with each other is not a soft metric. It's the upstream variable of every genuine human experience you create. When the inside disconnects, the outside feels it first. I will go much deeper in the flow model of genuine human experience. It's all about motivation, the metrics, and how we can create criteria and influence criteria in order for your team to be in flow, working together despite AI. We are coming to our section, Human or Hype. This week, AI wellness check-ins for employees. Some companies are deploying AI-powered wellness bots. They ask, for example, how are you feeling today? And the employee answers, and the data goes to HR. We are monitoring employees' well-being. Wow, great idea. But here is what actually happens. The employee knows that this is a bot. So they give maybe a score of 7 every day because it's safe. Nobody learns anything in real time. And the employee who's actually struggling still has nobody to talk to. So this is for sure a hype. AI, is asking, how are you? Does not replace the manager asking or colleagues asking, how are you? And meaning it. Wellness data without genuine human follow-up is surveillance with a friendly face. Human, instead, is a leader who walks the operation every morning and notice without asking questions, who needs support today, and who reinforce, maybe in general, that I would really suggest, is instead of asking, how are you? Simply asking, how do you feel today? You as a human, don't let AI ask this. Ask yourself this. How do you feel today? And try this also with friends. Try this with your family. Try this with people that you are familiar with and see the change. And I promise you, this is irreplaceable and you will receive great answers. And this is what means being a human being. The question of this episode is, when did someone in your team last share something personal, not in a Slack thread, not in a chatbot, but to a human being at work who genuinely listened? And if you cannot remember, what has replaced that moment? The replacement, whatever it is the thing your customer is already feeling. This was episode number 12 of 15 Minutes Customer Obsession. If something landed today, forward it to one leader whose team is efficient, connected to every platform, and slowly losing connection to each other. Follow the show, leave a review if you can, and connect with me in LinkedIn. And don't forget, AI is great, but humanity is the driving force. See you next Tuesday.